wanted to go the other way, and they drafted Kyler Murray, new coach. And so here he is.
And here's his opportunity, and many of us thought it might come a little bit earlier because once you traded for Josh Rosen, you thought they'd started right away, but they started Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's his opportunity now. Terry Bradshaw's having a pregame show. He should take it the rest of the way. Well, it might begin right here with this play.
And they will throw it. Coming near side, it's Allen Hurns, who played here in Dallas last year, and the first is completion by Josh Rosen. Hurns, it's got to be special for him to be back and healthy. Playing the Cowboys last year, had a horrific leg injury in the playoffs against Seattle, so good to see him back and playing, let alone contributing for Miami. As you look at the offense, they'll rotate running backs. And Kenyon Drake will start off in there on this first series. Rosen on the fake, going to sling it. It's behind Grant. And a third down has come up. So what do we expect here early on from Rosen? How do they play to his strengths?
Well, to me, his strength is throwing the football downfield. Now, the hard part is Dallas's pass rush. They've not been excited about what they've seen the first 2 weeks, so you know they want to amp it up. Robert Quinn, his first game, starting at defensive end.
58 in his Cowboys debut on third down. Here is Rosen, going to go deep, looking for Parker. One-handed catch and a flag. Devontae Parker with one hand deep down the field. And the penalty flag to boot, and it looks like it's on Dallas, so this will count. As you were saying, Charles Davis.
They take the shot. Devontae Parker's a former receiver who's had what you would call a little bit of a disappointing career thus far. But he's capable.
Defense, number 24. That penalty declined. The player results on first down.
And that's why he got picked in the first round. You see how he held off Awuzie with one arm and caught it? And what did I say about keeping people in? There's your running back being kept in. There's your tight end being kept in. Max protect. Take on the rush. Give him a chance out wide. And those receivers, their opportunity is to win one-on-one battles.
And we get a whistle on the field. That penalty, by the way, was on Chidobe Awuzie, but obviously they go with the catch.
How about the way Parker held him off with the inside arm, and the outside arm cradles the ball in with one hand?
Well, considering that the Dolphins dropped a multitude of passes last week, including a couple of perfect balls from Josh Rosen, that's quite the improvement already. There is Parker, 7 targets by Jay on a catch already. That's changed. Fake to Drake. Rosen has time. Now they get it to Drake. Now look at it went right through the hands of Kenyon Drake, and Sean Lee had a chance at it.
And that was a problem last week. You just alluded to the drops. How about, you remember last week, Caleb Balaj out in open space, a similar type of a route. Ball bounces off of his hands, gets picked up by Jamie Collins Sr., and he takes it all the way back for New England. Those are easy catches that they have to make in the open field.
Here is Drake on the carry. He gets buried. Leighton Vander Esch all over it. And here comes a third and long.
And did you know, well, here's Vander Esch, 55, and what he does so well is he diagnoses, and once he trusts his eyes, he goes right to the football. A terrific job of Vander Esch seeing it, squaring off in the hole, no place for Drake to go. And Vander Esch gave a little help from Tank Lawrence, and then Sean Lee to put him down.
Third and 10. Here comes the blitz. Rosen has time. Drake throws incomplete. The Cowboys hold. Blitz was picked up well that time, but Rosen couldn't connect. And now field goal try.
And the key play on that drive for the Dolphins after the big play to Parker was the drop by Kenyon Drake, because he drops that in open field, that changes your play call. Because think of the yardage he would have gotten, would have made it second and short, third and short, as opposed to them having to throw the ball downfield as they just did.
So Jason Sanders had a great rookie year last year. He's only attempted one field goal this year, and he hit it. It was from 54 yards. It was just his second attempt. This one from 47 yards out. Snap and hold are good. The kick is not. No good. So the Dolphins finally have some positives on the opening drive for them, but the field goal is missed by Sanders, and they fail to get on the board. And so we'll see the Cowboys with the football.
show our colors.
This is where we feel the roar.
This is where we kick off every game.
This is our house, and we're here to help you do it right. Get Valspar Ultra now starting at $24.98. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
Look at you, Tracy Stevens. You're gonna be an astronaut candidate.
One day, I'm gonna be an astronaut.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra. Step up to the ultimate tailgate and get over $10,000 total value on this next generation Sierra Crew Cab SLT. Or get 18% below MSRP on these Sierra SLE Crew Cab and Double Cab models with a traditional tailgate. Tailgate like a pro. GMC.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste, only 96 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. Now that's a combo. Miller Lite, hold true.
There's a new food obsession sweeping the nation, and there's only one place to get it.
A toasted cheddar chicken? Incredible.
Pretty much any Taco Bell. Toasted cheddar baked on the shell of a chalupa. The new toasted cheddar chalupa, only at Taco Bell.
Space? What's the point? Everyone's already explored all the good stuff.
Not true, Sally. There's still so much to explore.
The Emmy goes to...
Thank you.
Emmy coverage begins with the Red Carpet Show, tonight, live on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories.
And so a big play for the Dolphins, a 40-yard pass to Devontae Parker, but second-year kicker Jason Sanders just didn't turn it over. Pushed in right, they missed the field goal, and here comes Dallas and Dak Prescott off to a 2-0 start. They've been red hot, and they will fake the run on the play pass. Prescott going deep. He's got Cooper with a start. Cooper inside the 30 and stay hot off that play action pass. A big gain on first down from Prescott to Cooper. It's 37.
When your reputation is a team that runs the football with ferocity, when you have Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield, there's always the threat of running the football, which allows you to get the play action whenever you want to. Excellent protection in the pocket, beautifully thrown ball by Dak Prescott, and Amari Cooper's off to a fast start.
They'll run it here. It's Elliott coming off a 100-yard performance. And Elliott will get inside the 25-yard line. Dak Prescott is having an unreal start to the season in so many areas. In his 4th year, and he keeps getting better and better. You can really go back to the middle of last year. And Charles, I know this is only 2 games in, but 82% is flat out ridiculous for 2 games.
That's fantastic against routes versus air. Okay, there's no defense completing 82%, and he's doing against NFL defenses. He's playing with supreme confidence right now.
On second down, wide open is Cooper. That was too easy. Little pitching catch is going to come up about 1.5 yards shy of the first down, maybe 2. We'll see where they put it. It'll be about 1.5 yards as we watch the Cowboys and their offense and what they've done so far. 5th in the league in scoring, 2nd in total offense. They're averaging 484 yards a game so far through the first 2 weeks. Taco Charlton, who the Cowboys just released, is in the game. He just got signed with the Dolphins. He's playing today, number 96. You know he's got an axe to grind here. On 3rd and 1, they will run a good cut by Elliott. First down. Elliott works his way down to the 11.
A good first down run for Ezekiel Elliott. You mentioned Taco Charlton, and he had an axe to grind. One of the things that they were concerned about with him in Dallas was what they called an erratic motor. When would he turn it on and play all out? Well, today, on the first play, did you see him pursue down the line of scrimmage? As you said, he's something for him to prove. But right now, Dallas's offense is proving to be the superior.
On first down, it's Elliott. A little stutter step. And not much there. The Dolphins stack it up pretty well. You know, Dallas in the red zone, Charles, it was a major problem last season. They were 48% inside the 20 scoring touchdowns. That was 29th in the league. This year, 5 of 6. Here they are again.
Well, part of it is that Dak Prescott, who is very risk-averse in throwing the football during his career, he's more inclined to throw it to the tighter windows now, to take that shot, and that has been paying off early for Dallas here in the red zone.
Prescott to throw it. Going to throw a fade, far corner of the end zone. Devin Smith had a hand on it, but couldn't come down with it. He had a great game last week, including a 51-yard touchdown. Prescott in the red zone. You talk about him, that one, well, he didn't need to take too many risks there, but on the move, this was a dart. Witten gets it again. And just on point, that accuracy coming through with these.
And in the past, he may have seen arms and bodies in the way, may not have wanted to pull the trigger and take that throw. He's much more willing to take that shot now. And as we saw 2 of those throws in the red zone.
That was going to get a first down at the 1. Prescott fires, tipped and incomplete. He was gunning it for Jason Witten. And the Dolphins got a hand at it. It's Stephen Parker who's making his starting safety debut today.
Nice play by Miami, knocking that away. But that's a great example of, if last year, I don't know that he takes this throw. But now he said, okay, my guy's got a chance, I'm going to give it to him. Did not read the backside safety. Parker makes a break on the football. Could have come up with a huge play early. Forces a field goal attempt instead of giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, Parker's starting because they traded away Minka Fitzpatrick to the Steelers this week, so he makes a nice play. Here's a 28-yard attempt by Brett Maher. Got the Cowboys on the board, and it's up and through. There's 10:27 to go in the first quarter, opening drive. Cowboys go down the field, they get 3.
Driver has a ride.
Always drive.
10 weeks of my license. This is the only driving I get to do.
Some babies burn.
Oh, I gotta take this. Don't want any buddies. We just speaking.
What the fuck?
Sloppy Bill, what's up?
My hand!
Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Rated M for mature.
Pre-order now for Xbox One. This seat is reserved for the restless. Those that can hardly sit still, who need to move and roar and ride. Up, down, over, powering through, pulling ahead, through the mud, the storm, the snow, and sand. This seat is for those that get down in it, to rise above the rest. Into the fray, the arena, the action. The seat is not for spectators.
It's into coverage. And it's intercepted. That's the game. Woo! Talk about a heartbreaking last minute.
It's the flavor that makes you go, woo. McDonald's new spicy barbecue glazed tenders and chicken sandwich.
Sponsored by the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. More power than ever before with the next generation S Pen.
Red-hot Jalen Hurts leads the 5th-ranked Sooners against Big 12 rival Texas Tech. All part of Big News Saturday on Fox.
Today's stream is sponsored by the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. Next level power.
So each team has had the ball once. Look at the concentration. Dolphins got a big play to Devontae Parker, but they missed a field goal. And the Cowboys, well, they got a big play to Amari Cooper for 37 yards, and they convert a shorter field goal. And so after one possession each, it's 3-0. Dallas here from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Maher with a 28-yarder. Grant, who grew up in this area, waiting back to receive the kick. You know he's got family and friends here. He will take it out from 6 yards deep. Grant being aggressive. Grant up to the 20 and then gets smacked right around the 21-yard line. Let's go down to the sidelines and say hello to Pam Oliver.
Hey there, Kevin. You know, it appeared that Brian Flores was going to stick with the veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick as a starter coming into this game, but then he had a change of heart. Josh Rosen told us that he really didn't learn that he was going to be the starter until late in the week on Thursday, which is very late for a quarterback's game prep. We asked Rosen, is that a good thing? And he said that he didn't know that it was an oh shoot moment or was it a oh game moment. He said it was a little bit of both.
Well, we're going to find out a little later. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Alan Hearns just smoked by Jeff Heath. And Hearns, he just told you he suffered that horrific injury here last year. Heath just timed it perfectly. Now Hearns is down.
And you can tell that we have a bigger, how do I say this, understanding about what it takes to go across the middle of the NFL now. You notice how the crowd reacted. Yes, for the hit, but immediately concerned for Alan Hearns. All right? Because in years past, when we were growing up, Kevin, the place would have exploded. Wow, look at the big hit. Now we're like, hey, how's this guy doing? And I thought it was a legal hit by Jeff Heath. I didn't see the hit involved at all.
Injury timeout.
It's been 10 years since the zombie apocalypse.
Time to put up or shut up. That sounds very 2009.
On October 18th.
Please forgive me! It's fake fur!
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm Columbus.
Madison.
From the director of Venom.
Need a ride? What the?
And writers of Deadpool.
You know why she's still alive? Because zombies eat brains and she ain't got any.
Zombieland Double Tap. Rated R. October 18th.
It's that special time of year again.
It's iPhone season at Sprint.
Switch and get
For the new iPhone 11 or iPhone 11 Pro with amazing all-new camera systems. And now you can get iPhone 11 for
$0 a month when you trade in your iPhone 7 or newer in any condition.
seriously any condition.
And with Sprint's 100% total satisfaction guarantee, you can try out the network and see the savings for yourself.
And I get a... It's iPhone season. Hey, Paul, do you love it?
Yeah,
Do you love it?
I do.
Hey, man, so very good.
My, how the tables have turned.
What tables?
Well, you have two agents now, I have two clients. You've met my new homie, Patrick Mahomes.
We're friends.
What?
Is that why we're here?
Well, that's why I brought you here. I don't know why he's here.
Well, Aaron takes his favorite agent everywhere.
Well played, State Farm. Did we just have a breakthrough?
No, don't think so.
Okay, good.
Amazon's got low prices on millions of items. Welcome, Cuddlebugs. Welcome, everyone.
This is Bon and Viv, a refreshing spiked seltzer with only 90 calories and 0 grams of sugar. Made with natural fruit flavors to bring you the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Kick off every game with Bon and Viv.
It's America's favorite guessing game, The Masked Singer, 2-hour premiere Wednesday on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Zombieland Double Tap, in theaters October 18th. And by State Farm. Talk to an agent today.
Jeff Heath, his eyes are back towards Josh Rosen. And all he is seeing is the football. Look at his eyes. He's playing the ball and collides with the receiver. Last week, Jeff Heath missed an interception because he just played the receiver. He heard about it all week trying to play the ball. That led to the collision.
And he was down worried about his teammate because he was dragged for a couple. And the good news is Hearns walked off. But obviously you can imagine he's going to be in the concussion protocol. They got to check for head injuries, all that. But at least we saw him walk off the field.
And Jeff Heath did not take the normal route to the receiver, play through the receiver. He was playing the football.
But you're right.
And their bodies collided. And a week ago, he might have gone right through the receiver.
By the way, we checked with Dean Blandino. It was a legal hit.
It was. There was no head involved. All shoulders to the chest.
That being said, there'll be a 3rd down and 8 for Josh Rosen and company. Four-man rush. Rosen so far side of the field. Incomplete. Byron Jones had great coverage on Preston Williams. And it's punt time for Miami. Meanwhile, we've got our first game break of the day. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thank you, Kevin. Raiders, Vikings. Vikings opening drive. Kirk Cousins play action finds Adam Thielen downfield for this 35-yard score. Thielen's second of the year. Vikings up early, 7-0. Kevin Jones.
Carissa, thanks. It's a big week for Kirk Cousins.
You think he doesn't need to play well this week? After what happened in Green Bay? Yes, he needs a big game.
That Hawk will punt it away to Cedric Wilson. Hawk gets into it. High kick, but really short. Wilson, fair catch at the 46. And so the Cowboys will have excellent field position for their second possession. A 3-0 here in the first. Just a 31-yard punt by Hawk. Well, how about this? Production in the first couple games. Touchdowns for everybody, right? Play action. Dak Prescott has been insane. Look at these numbers. 14 of 15 and then 11 of 12 of play action passing. It's been the team's strength so far in this early season. It's worked for him. And Charles, you said it last week. He said his footwork, he loves the footwork because he comes off and he shuffles his feet and he fires. And you see those numbers, 82%. Historically good. They'll run it here. It's Elliott who works his way through across midfield. And he's got 5 yards on first down.
Speaking of footwork, Ezekiel Elliott was 1 foot away from busting that into a huge run. Got tripped up right as he was exploding into the open field. Let's see what tripped him up. Nice block by Olawale there, the fullback. And right there, he trips over number 56, Devon Gottschall. And if he doesn't trip over him, he's deep into the secondary. They have to make a play after Zeke gets about a 15-yard run.
Prescott loads up, fires, and it's dropped. A bullet, and Cooper just couldn't hang on. That had some mustard on it.
And how about right down the seam? Here comes Cooper, number 19, wide open, and that ball's there, and Cooper just doesn't haul it in. I'm not sure Parker really affected. Look at the footwork. You just mentioned it, Kevin. See how he got his feet calm as he likes to talk right at the end of it, and then transferred the weight and the torque, and fired that shot right down the seam.
Cooper says, my bad. Third down. Dolphins come with a blitz. Prescott stands in, throws, caught by Smith, lunging forward, and he's got a first down. Devin Smith, we saw and talked about his comeback last week. First catches since 2016, 2 ACL tears, and really starting today because Michael Gallup, who had led the team the first 2 weeks, is out with a knee injury.
And we're used to Devin Smith being a high flyer deep downfield. How about that throw underneath, being physical in his route to spring himself free?
Here's Elliott. Good seal on the left side. Ezekiel Elliott, and now we get a flag. This flag came well into the run. And so it would be a first down, but hang on, let's see. Maybe coming back. As Adrian Hill is our referee this afternoon.
Holding, Austin, number 77. 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
It's on Tyron Smith, the left tackle.
So 77 in white, right there. You see how he's hooking and see the hand? Getting a little bit of that aqua jersey. Look at that, was Avery Moss, number 93, had a full paw of shirt.
First and 20 after the penalty. Prescott pressure coming from Moss. Stands in, throws incomplete. So getting his hands on it was Blake Jarwin, the backup tight end. And so after a really good first drive, a little off on this drive for the Cowboys against this Miami defense. Look, I mean, you look at their first couple weeks, it's been rough, right? I mean, they've been, yardage-wise, Charles, they've been out-yardaged, if you will, by 640 yards. But to be fair, the defense has been on the field literally the entire game.
You look at time of possession, it is absolutely shocking how long the other team has had the ball against Miami.
Play fake. Prescott lost it, going deep for Wilson, and it's incomplete. Couldn't get separation. Eric Rowe, the former Patriot, on the coverage.
Good coverage by Rowe, and he's been picked on a lot in the first 2 weeks, especially last week with New England. Because Tom Brady looked at Eric Rowe and said, I know you. You were here in New England. I worked against you in practice. And Jamal Wiltz, who was on their practice squad for 2 years, Brady knew him as well. And both of them got picked on. That was nice for Eric Rowe to come out here early and have good coverage downfield.
Third down and 20. It's a four-man rush. Pressure up the middle. Prescott punts. Looks. Floats. And he's got Jason Witten. What a play. First down. Oh, my goodness. What a play from Dak Prescott. And Witten hauls it in. It's a gain of 33. They convert third and 20.
Remember at the top of the game, we talked about the confidence that Dak Prescott's playing with. What did I call it? Supreme confidence? Do you notice how he orchestrated the blocking assignments before the play even started? And then when it was time to exit the pocket, he did it. How about Jason Witten, a veteran, understanding what his quarterback needed? Find open space and present as a target, and it turned into a big first down for Dallas.
Third and long conversions. The Dolphins were crushed in that last week. Here's Elliott. Big hole. Ezekiel Elliott inside the 10. And just when it looked like the Cowboys' drive was going to stall, it's first and goal.
And what got him out of the problem? Dak Prescott orchestrating and his legs, which led them to the first down, and then a huge gap on the left side of the line for the Cowboys. And Zeke grinning, happy to be back. Cabo was nice playing here in Arlington. Nicer.
I asked him if there's any chance next year that training camp goes to Cowboys. He said, that's my pick.
Find your own place, guys.
Well, they'll keep it here. Here's Prescott to Elliott. Not much. Dolphins played it well. Avery Moss was in on the stop. So Ezekiel Elliott, it's interesting because, we had the Cowboys last week. You watched them the first 2 weeks, and not to say they haven't needed him, but they haven't relied 100% on him like they have in the past, right? But yet here he is. It's the best 2-game start in his career.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. That was the quietest 100 yards maybe of his career because they didn't flat out need it the way that Dak was playing. But he's making a little bit of noise here early in this game.
He's 31 yards already. Prescott, a lot of time, throws, complete touchdown, no flag. It's Cooper. And let's see what the penalty flag is. See if it stands. And looks like it will. Amari Cooper, touchdown number 3.
Holding defense. Number 25.
Over against the best corner of Miami, Xavier Howard. Excellent footwork and body movement by Amari Cooper. That draws the hole from Howard, but he's still able to break away and get plenty of separation for the payoff from Dak Prescott.
So Amari Cooper has had a touchdown in week 1, a touchdown in week 2, and a touchdown here in week 3 from 5 yards out. Remember, the Cowboys had a 3rd and 20 that they converted on the big play to Jason Witten. Extra point by Maher. It's up and good. This was a 3rd and 20. Wiltz thought maybe Dak would run. He said, no, I'm just going to go to my veteran, soon-to-be Hall of Fame tight ends. And then he finds Amari Cooper for 6. It's 10-zip. Dallas.
Geico makes it easy to get help when I need it. With licensed agents available 24/7, it's not just easy. It's having Jerome Bettis on your flag football team easy. Go get him, Bus!
Oh. Come on, Bus. Come on. Wait. I'm gonna get the flag. I got your flag. I got the flag.
It's Geico Easy. With licensed agents available 24/7.
When I lost my sight, my biggest fear was losing my independence. So I've spent my life developing developing technology to help the visually impaired.
Yeah, so good.
We built a guide that uses IBM Watson.
The library is in 40 meters.
To help the blind. It is already working in cities like Tokyo.
Your gate is in 50 meters on the right.
My dream is to help millions more people like me.
Mix and match the flame grilled Whopper with crispy chicken or spicy crispy chicken. The 2 for $6 mix or match deal, only at Burger King.
As the NFL celebrates its 100th season, we're challenging 1 million fans to volunteer 100 minutes of community service.
I gave my 100 minutes, now it's your turn.
Use hashtag NFL Huddle for 100 on Twitter to tell us about what you're doing in your community.
Dallas up 10 over Miami. Now look, Dak Prescott's playing at a high level, but he's getting some help from his friends as well. Watch 52 in white, Connor Williams. See, he loses the block there, but Dak's movement allows him to come back on the block, get a key one, and keep the pass rusher away from his quarterback. Trent Harris gave it an effort. Thought he might have had a chance to get to Dak Prescott, but Connor Williams on the second try comes back and knocks him away. And you see that? You see the movement, the easy movement by Williams, a former left tackle in college, moving inside the guard.
Maher will kick it off as the Dolphins will start on their own 25. Well, this week starts Saturday strong. The big noon Saturday game of the week. Texas Tech facing off with Jalen Hurts and fifth-ranked Oklahoma. Starts a big noon kickoff pregame show, 11 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app. On the big noon game yesterday was a blowout. Wisconsin just destroying Michigan.
Jonathan Taylor over 200 yards on the ground. And how about Jalen Hurts acclimating so quickly at Oklahoma? There's already talk of a third straight Oklahoma quarterback winning the Heisman Trophy. Remember, he was the SEC Player of the Year as a freshman at Alabama.
Charles Woodson's with us again today in studio. I think he's probably still smarting from yesterday. Sorry, Charles.
That one had to hurt.
First and 10 for the Dolphins. They find themselves in a big hole already. Previously, like the last 2 weeks, in a short run here. And we've got another game break. Let's check in with Carissa.
Thanks, Kevin. Broncos, Packers, just like last week. Packers scoring a touchdown on the opening drive. This one, Rodgers to Marquez Valdez-Scantling for a 40-yard score. Broncos are driving the Packers up right now, 7-0. Kevin?
Oh, they've got the Acme Packers jerseys on, Charles. Never know what can happen in those.
Where's Curly Lambeau when you need it?
Exactly. 2nd and 7 for the Dolphins. Rosen. Over the middle, Jakeem Grant who makes the catch. And he's got a first down. This has got to feel good for him, Charles, because he's a Dallas kid. Mesquite High School. It's about 40 miles east of the stadium, and you know he's jazzed today.
He is beyond jazzed. There's a bunch of people here. Obviously, tickets. I'm sure everybody asked him for one. But what's interesting is that his brother, Markeith, is a monster Dallas Cowboys fan. Plays as the Cowboys in Madden. Told Jakeem last week, I played as the Cowboys. I lit you up coming across the middle of my game. How about that one? From his own brother.
That's not right. Rose on a play action. Pressure up the middle. Sidesteps. Now more pressure. Rosen floats away. Nice play. It's a first down. Nick O'Leary, the third tight end, as Rosen got out of trouble and made it work.
One of the underrated aspects of Josh Rosen's game, his movement skills. Look at him exit from the pocket, but he keeps his eyes downfield. And similar to what Dak Prescott did with Jason Witten, found his tight end, Nick O'Leary, who made himself available in a scramble drill. Nice play by Rosen, and good job by O'Leary recognizing he needed to find some open space.
Here's Kalen Balazs for the first time. Little flea flicker, pressure, Rosen eludes, stands, points, throws complete for a big play. Preston Williams on the flea flicker. And again, Rosen using his feet. It's down to the 19 for Miami.
And he had to use them well because Robert Quinn, number 58 for Dallas, watch how close he gets. Working against Jesse Davis at number 77. See how he takes a swipe at him. And then because Rosen gets away from him and creates that extra time, beautifully done by Rosen and a beautiful toss to Preston Williams.
So the Dolphins on the move. Rosen over the middle, nobody there. going for the slant to Williams, incomplete. Let's get an injury update from Pam Oliver.
Boy, Kevin, several Dolphins personnel went over to our monitor on the field to see the replay of that hit on Alan Hearns. They were concerned and upset by the hit rather on the wide receiver. Word from the Dolphins is that Hearns is out with a concussion.
Yeah, natural concern, Pam, for their teammate and then fellow player. But I would disagree on the hit. I thought it was very clean by Heath.
From the 19. Rosen over the middle. It's another completion inside the 10. Again, they're going to the big guy, Preston Williams. And this is Rosen's guy. He told us flat out yesterday, he's probably my best friend on the team. He's finding him.
And finding connection. Nice job. Did you see the footwork by Williams as he took that small little hop step inside to start his route against Awuzie? That allowed him to get there. And look at what this offensive line is doing. They're giving Josh Rosen enough time to find targets downfield for the most part. This is an offensive line that's been so maligned in the early going. They're acquitting themselves well up this drive.
First and goal. They bring in the fullback. They will run it. Balaj up the middle inside the 5. So Kalen Balaj works his way down to the 3. It's a gain of 5. And interestingly for Miami, they've been punched in the face so many times the first 2 weeks, so they're punching back a little bit on this drive.
Starting to show some of that toughness that they've been preaching about, talking about, wanting from their team, and they're getting it early. And those are the types of runs Balaj has to have all year long. Those tough, dirty yards inside.
Second goal, they go again. Balaj running hard, but he's upended. Nicely played. Chidobe Awuzie comes in from the corner spot, puts his shoulders down, and makes the tackle. It's 3rd and goal.
And Balaj is not a little man. I mean, for Awuzie to come up and do that, if Balaj runs behind his pads and uses that body that he has, he'll be a better back in this league. Awuzie came up one-on-one. Terrific job getting lower and chopping his legs out.
3rd and goal. Rosen, Balaj, and he is buried. Darian Thompson, who's playing safety for the injured Xavier Woods, made the stop, and it's 4th and goal. What does Miami do? Looks like they'll try for 3. Rosen wants to go for it.
And I don't blame him one bit. This is an 0-2 team looking for a spark, and he wants to be the one to provide it. I like that he wanted to go for it there. I like that he showed his staff, hey, let's go ahead and do this. But what a play by Darian Thompson, making his first start since 2017 when he was with the Giants. Comes inside, defeats the block by Devontae Parker, and puts Balaj on the ground.
And so Sanders, who missed from 47 earlier in the game, this one much shorter, just 21 yards, and it's perfect. And the Dolphins are on the board. And so it's 10-3 Cowboys with 53 seconds to go in this first quarter. We'll be right back after these messages from Progressive.
Guys, I want you to meet someone. This is Jamie. You're going to be seeing a lot more of him now.
I'm not calling him Dad.
Oh, no,
Look, I get it. Some new guy comes in, helping your mom bundle and save with Progressive. But hey, we're all in this together. Right, champ? I'll get more nuggets. How about some carrots? You want to ruin your dinner? You're not my dad! That's fair. Overstepped.
So Josh Rosen engineers a nice drive. He's 6 of 12 for 110 yards so far. You see last year with the Cardinals, Charles, he started 13 games, and look, his numbers were obviously under par, but really struggled when he was under pressure, which, as we saw, was a lot of the time.
So when you look at it, there's pressure, and then there's pressure. And he was under pressure a lot last year in Arizona. But so far in this game, I like the game plan of what the Dolphins are doing. Chad O'Shea, the offensive coordinator, he and his staff, keeping extra people in on just about every pass play. Trying to provide that extra little bit of help to give him a little bit more time to throw the football. And here in the early going, they've been effective in doing so.
And they try an onside kick here. It's up in the air, and it's recovered by Miami. Ken Webster with the recovery, but there's a penalty flag down, so hang on. I wonder if the Dolphins were offsides on this. Let's see. A little trickery.
Love it. They showed that they weren't aggressive and not going for it on 4th down, but Brian Flores had something in his hip pocket. An 0-2 team looking for a spark. Let's try the onside kick after a score, see if we can put some more pressure on these Cowboys. See if this one holds up for them. Remember, you gotta go 10 yards from the 35 before it's touched. For it to be legal.
Offside, kicking team, number 31. The ball was legally recovered by Miami. That penalty will be forced 5 yards from the previous spot. Legally re-kick.
Yep, and look, if he's not offsides, that turns into a legal catch by him, because that's 10 yards where he snatches the football. And that's unfortunate, because when you go for these trick plays, when you try and put pressure on a heavily favored team, you got to hit on them. You can't have your own errors that take away good plays like that.
Well, you can't go back-to-back on that play, can you?
You can, but I would call it advisable. They've already shown it. It's difficult. It's even more difficult nowadays to get an onside kick than it ever has been with the new kickoff rules. I mean, last year, we were at 10, 12% of onside kicks being recovered, which is down well below the 20+% before. So, yeah, that's tough to do.
I mean, you can do what you want. You can double down.
Double down.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
Just saying. They will kick it off like normal, and Pollard will let it bounce, and the Cowboys will take it on their own 25-yard line. Let's go to L.A. to hear from Dean Blandino on that play. Dean, it was close, certainly.
Yeah, it was close. Now, the kicking team, you have to have a foot on that 34-yard line, and you're going to watch. He's going to leave early. And it's very close to him being offside, breaking the plane of that restraining line. You can see the official throwing the flag there.
But Dean, if he doesn't move early, that's a legal play at that point, because he catches it after 10, doesn't he?
He catches it after 10. Yeah, remember, it has to go 10 yards, or the receiving team has to touch it.
All right, Dean, thanks. Final minute of the first quarter. Elliott slips, gets up, still turns it into a nice run as he's out near the 30-yard line for Dallas.
It's not your normal pickup for Zeke, but still, what do you get, 5 on it? I mean, almost 5. Not bad. And look, they've got Elliott and Tony Pollard, the rookie out of Memphis, in the backfield at the same time. Kind of a pony backfield. Took the fullback off for this play.
Here's Pollard that goes out in motion. They're going to get it to him. Swinging out of the backfield. Looks for a block from Randall Cobb. Gets it, first down. Adam Bolston. They go to Pollard, the rookie, and he delivered. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter after an 8-yard pickup to Pollard. And so quarter number 1 has come to a close from AT&T Stadium. Cowboys, big plays and a touchdown to Amari Cooper. It's got them in front 10-3.
Yes.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Dan.